So here's the deal. In this massive race to adopt AI, companies are pouring billions of dollars into new tech. But you know what? Most of them are doing it completely without a map. And that's not just a little inefficient, it's actually pretty dangerous. Today, we're going to dig into why so many companies are, well, flying blind, and we'll introduce a new kind of framework to help you really navigate this wild new territory.
So let me just ask you a question right off the bat. Is your organization actually leading the pack in AI adoption, or do you just kind of feel like you are? And that right there is the core problem for so many businesses right now. This huge and often totally invisible gap between how much progress you think you're making and the reality of maybe, just maybe, falling behind.
Let's paint a quick picture to make this super clear. Imagine your marketing team cranks up content output by 30% using AI, and you didn't even have to spend any extra money. That sounds amazing, right? A total win? But what if I told you that every single one of your competitors grew their output by 50%? All of a sudden, your 30% win doesn't feel so great. It actually feels like you're losing ground. See? Without the right benchmarks, you're just flying blind.
So here's our game plan for today. First, we're going to talk about why we're all flying blind in the first place. Then we'll introduce a totally new kind of map for this new world. After that, we'll look at what that map tells us about the real state of AI adoption out there, and we'll even see how different departments are stacking up against each other. And then finally, we'll talk about how you can start charting your own course.
Okay, first up, flying blind in AI. Look, we are all in desperate need of new frameworks, new benchmarks, and new tools to figure out what's going on. And why is that? It's because the playbooks we've been using for decades are they're failing us in this new world. And this quote just hits the nail on the head. The traditional tools we've all relied on for years to measure tech and business performance, they are becoming obsolete in real time. The pace of change is just moving way too fast for them.
Think about it. Frameworks like the Magic Quadrant were all designed to help you do one thing: pick the right vendor. But you know what? Success with AI today has almost nothing to do with which platform you buy. The real challenge is all internal. How deeply is AI actually integrated into your systems? How skilled are your people? Are you really getting any value out of it?
Okay, so if the old maps are basically useless, what are we supposed to use instead? Well, we need a new kind of map. And that brings us to this new framework called AI Maturity Maps.
So what exactly are AI maturity maps? They're not just about measuring what you're doing. They're more like a diagnostic tool. They break down AI readiness into these key categories to give you a really clear picture of where you are right now versus where an average company should be to stay in the game.
All right, so the whole framework is built on 6 core pillars. First, there's deployment depth. Are you just using AI as a glorified assistant, or is it running full workflow automation? Second, systems integration. Is AI just stuck in a silo, or is it deeply woven into your core platforms like your CRM? Third is data, which is literally the fuel for AI, so how good is your data and can you even get to it? Fourth, outcomes. Are you actually measuring the ROI of all this stuff? Fifth is people. Are you training your teams and managing this huge cultural shift? And finally, number 6, governance. Do you have clear rules of the road in place?
Okay, so what happens when we take this new map and we use it to scan the entire industry? The results are, well, they're pretty staggering. Let's take a look at the actual state of adoption.
The single biggest theme, the one thing that comes up again and again, is this idea of the capability overhang. You know that feeling, right? That frustrating sense that the raw power of the technology is just incredible, but our ability to actually put it to good use is lagging way, way behind. That's the story of enterprise AI right now.
And a huge piece of that overhang comes down to people. Just look at this disconnect right here. In customer service, you've got 72% of leaders who feel like their AI training is totally adequate. But you go to the front lines, and a majority, 55% of their employees, the people actually using the tools, they completely disagree. There is a massive gap between the C-suite and the reality on the ground.
And here's why. According to Deloitte, a mind-boggling 93% of AI spending goes towards infrastructure and tech. Only a tiny 7% goes to the human side, to training, upskilling, and change management. It's like we're buying the fancy new sports car, but we're forgetting to teach anyone how to drive it.
Now, besides people, the other major bottleneck is data. The research shows that 8 out of 10 business functions are rated as behind or even significantly behind when it comes to data readiness. So don't think of data as just one of the 6 pillars. Think of it as the floor. It sets a hard ceiling on everything else you can possibly achieve with AI.
Okay, so that's the 30,000-foot view. Now let's use the maturity map to zoom in and see how specific departments are actually doing. And let's just say the results are probably not what you'd expect.
Okay, so what's really fascinating here is the contrast. You can see engineering is on track in a couple of areas, which, makes sense. But then look at sales, behind on pretty much everything. And then you've got finance, which is significantly behind in almost everything, except for one really surprising category: governance.
Let's dig into sales for a second. This is the perfect example of something called the Adoption Mirage. A massive 88% of sales teams claim they use AI. But when you look closer and ask how many have it truly integrated into their core workflows, that number just plummets to 24%. It turns out most adoption is just revs using ChatGPT in a browser tab to draft emails. Yeah, it's useful, but it's not exactly transformational.
And that brings us to the really curious case of finance. They are the only non-tech function to be rated on track in any category at all, and it's governance. And why is that? Well, think about it. Decades of muscle memory from things like SOX compliance and audit trails, they know how to govern risky tools. So while they know how to control AI, they haven't quite figured out how to use it yet. And this sets up a fascinating tortoise and hare scenario. Will their slow, safe, and super governed approach actually allow them to leapfrog everyone else later on? It's something to think about.
So we've seen the problem, we've looked at the new map, and we've seen what the data is telling us. So the final, and honestly, the most important question is, what do you do with all this? How do you start to chart your own course?
Well, the first step is you've got to get your own diagnosis. There's a simple 18-question quiz you can take right now that'll generate a high-level AI maturity map for your own organization. It's a really easy way to stop flying blind and finally get a real honest sense of where you truly stand.
And that just leaves us with one final question to really chew on. As you move forward, you have to ask yourself, is your AI strategy being built on a solid foundation of data, people, and real integration, or are you just chasing the latest hype? Because knowing the difference, well, that's everything. Thanks for joining me.